your full name, even the parts you don't like, and then just for the camera, and the year you were born, and where you were born.
Okay, I'm Jules Donald Robinson. I was born in November 21st, 1915, in Saratoga Springs, New York.
Great.
The reason it's Saratoga Springs was my mother came back to her family for my birth. They had been living. My older brother was born in New York City, and we bounced around a lot, and that's my only thing that I know about Saratoga. Mom was from there. Her family was.
Okay. Why did she go to Saratoga to have? Did she do that with your older brother as well?
No, he was born in New York City.
Why did she come back for this birth?
I think probably it was financial.
Ah, okay.
Only guessing.
Yeah.
Because I was there, but unknowing.
Talk about why the settlement in Saratoga Springs. Why your grandfather settled there.
Oh.
That history, that family history.
Grandpa, he was born in Cuba, came to this country right after the Civil War, and he was 17 years old. He came here to go to college, and he was a chemist. I've heard he was a pharmacist. In those days, maybe they were the same. I don't know, but anyway, he was really interested in spring water. At that time, it wasn't. It was not artificial. You had to get it from the springs, and that's what Saratoga Springs was. And they used to put it into big cylinders and ship it all over. And he owned one of the springs there. So that's why the family was in Saratoga.
Do you know how he got the money to buy that spring?
He owned a couple of drugstores in New York City for a while and sold those. And as far as how much money we're talking about, I don't have a clue. But I think that probably it was, whatever the number was, I don't know, but some of it was the first money he ever got because he didn't dispense it willingly.
What do you remember? What's your earliest memory of your grandfather?
Oh, I was a kid, but he had an accent. He brought an accent from Cuba at 17, and he died at 77 with the accent.
Wow.
And so I remember that. He always liked to walk, and we used to take walks, and I tried to run, and he tried to make me slow down.
Mm-hmm.
As far as other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. What was his full name?
Julius Zenon Formel, we think, because we had some. Julie, what was...
Steve Formel says
what did Steve say?
His name was Zeferino Julio Formel.
Formel. And that was probably in the record in Santiago, Cuba, when he was born.
Okay.
And why it got to be where the Zenon came in, and he's either Julius or Jules. And Julio could be either one.
Yeah, it's the Spanish of it.
Yeah.
The other thing Steve said was that all the relatives' records who were born in Santiago had Spanish names, whether it's because officially they were all written in Spanish.
Oh, the Spanish version
of whatever name.
His whole family had Spanish names and spoken English, like Madeline, Inez, Leonora, just to give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
And they always spoke of them probably with a Spanish accent, the Spanish pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
Inez, for instance, we'd call it Inez now, but we always that was my aunt, we always called her Inez.